Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Caleb going to throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. Steps away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw, Williams. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 77 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. To the air, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Williams. And he rifles one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Second interception for him now here in his first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On the end around, here comes Smith. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Williams. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Williams. Being chased out left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A nice little juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
No touch. No touch.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
63.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Jahan Dotson, 26 yards. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record How'd things turn out?
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off. Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Williams from the gun on third down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So it's the Eagles who get the win here, and the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So that'll